Hey everybody, Andrew from Pew Brothers. So today the episode is going to be a little bit different than what we're used to doing. It's still firearm related, but it's not a firearm in and of itself. We're going to be installing a weapons retention device, a wall mount by Hornady, even though it's going to mount to my seat in my truck. So I don't know exactly what the name is, but we'll give you the specifications from Hornady soon. Right now, I'm going to run into my local hardware store, pick up some needed materials, and I'll be back soon. What's going on, everybody? Told you I had to be quick. Here we are. Now, I was able to go grab the supplies that I needed, so I want to show you what we're going to be installing today. This is the Rapid Safe AR wall lock by Hornady. Now, a couple quick features about this, and I'll get into why I chose this. It's a clamshell type design that goes around the receiver, trigger mechanism, all this stuff, but it also has an opening up here for an optic. Now, it's not going to hold your LVPOs. So, why did I choose it? I looked at a couple different solutions. Some that went on the back of your seat, some that went above your head, a lot of different configurations, and I wanted something that was discreet. I didn't want the vehicle to be exposed to letting passersby see what I had in my vehicle. So I wanted something that was under my seat and not too easily detectable. Like if I was going to the mall and had passengers in the vehicle, my back doors came open, and I didn't want everything that I had in there being aired out for the general public to see. So here we are, and we're going to install this. Now, this is intended to install inside of a structure. We'll take a look at it now. It's kind of heavy. So, again, clamshell design. I could make that into a funny if I wanted to. Keypad up front, 1 through 4. There are 4 different ways to unlock this, and I'll go over them here in a second. All right, so I can't hold both of these at one time. I don't have any assistants on staff today. I let them off for the holidays. So nice of me, right? So if you don't want to use the key, you can do the combination. You can do one of these options here. First option, Hornady provides you with an RFID chipped bracelet here. Wear it around your wrist. You hit the H on the front of it, you pass by, and it opens it up. I'll give a far greater example and detail later on in the video. I just want to go ahead and get the summary out of the way. So you can use this to open the safe. It comes with 2 of these chips. Maybe you could fit to the back of your cell phone or somewhere else. Hit the H on there, pass by, it opens these. Again, 2 of these with 3M tape on the back. And lastly, there is a key fob that you can affix to your keys. Again, hit the H, pass it by, and it's ready to go. Now, how does it do this? 2 ways. We have a plug-in here that is powered to this fishtails to the back of the safe or the wall lock. I'll show you that in a second. And it also takes 4 AA batteries. So I'm gonna open it up and let's take a look at that. So the buttstock rests through here and this side opening through here, and you can adjust this by loosening up these set screws here. And all this here does is goes into the pistol grip to just make a more secure fit. Over here we have the piece that fits inside of the chamber. So you bring the bolt to the rear, you lock it, and it sits inside there and holds it even secure with that. Down here to the bottom, over here to the side, we have where the barrel will go out. If you have an oversized handguard on here, it may not work, but I've test fit the rifle that I intend to use this with, or the pistol I intend to use this with, and everything is a go now. So we come through here, batteries fit right through there, and that's going to be my primary option. But I'm also going to, I have an inverter inside of my truck, and I'm going to see if I can extend that wire and kind of discreetly, and I can plug that in right through here. And again, it'll come through the back. The corded power solution comes through the back here. Bring it around the front and it plugs in that way. We did a very brief overview of the product itself. Let's talk about what it's going to take to install it. Starting off, I'm going to be installing this in a Ford F-150, and the way that my seats are set up in the back, it's a bench seat. 2 of the seats are molded or formed together, and 1 seat is solo by itself. The issue that I have is that the seat that's by itself, there is no room under it whatsoever. I have a subwoofer that's factory in my truck, so mounting anything under there is a no-go. Now, I took my handy dandy tape measure, and I have 37 inches to work with. Most of my rifles, the longest rifle I have right now from muzzle to buttstock is 35 inches. So it'll be a tight fit, but I'll have about 1 inch of playroom on both sides. So this is a piece of flat steel, galvanized 1.25 inches. We're going to fit this up under the seat, and to do that, I'll get in to show you in a second. But let's talk about what we're going to need. Going to be grinding on some metal, some gloves, iPro, drill, some type of flat prying device, drill bits. Now I have assorted drill bits that can get me up to the size I need, but once I make my first pilot hole, I'm going to use a unibit to get to where I need to be. Measuring tape, Sharpie. We have the hardware we need, which is 1/4 inch bolts. They're 1.5 inches long. Most importantly, the user's manual.
So I'm going to go ahead and jump into programming. Super easy. Directions are on the inside of the wall lock. You see right here, smash the button, you run the RFID over the top of there, it beeps twice and your device has been programmed. It also allows you a display on the inside so you can see how many RFID devices you have, and you can proceed forward from there. It holds up to 5. I will give you some insight that I didn't realize at the time of doing it. The bracelet, the metal portion of the bracelet does not contain the RFID chip. It is actually on the back part, more so where your wrist is at. There's a little raised indentation there. That is where the RFID transmitter is at. And I'll be honest, it doesn't emit as strong of a signal as what I would like, as the key fob does and as the stickers do, but it is what it is. I've elected not to use it.
All right, so this is what we're working with right here. This is the back of the seat. We're going to take these out. I'll talk about those in a second. But let's start down here with these. Oh, hello there. These are everywhere now, aren't they? Let's start with these clips here. And you can just pretty simply just pull those off with your fingers. And under here, you see we have this that runs the length of the seat. So let's go do the other side. And the easiest way to get it off right here, let's see if we can see this. Just slide it right off like this. There we go. This is taken care of now too. So after you get this first flap off, there's a flap right here behind it, right there. Same thing, just pull it off and you can get access to the long bar that is all the way through here. There we go. And we're just going to take it, got our finger down the whole way, come around the seat belt, and as you see there, it is off. Oops. It is off and the two pieces have disconnected. I'll tell you something I realized I hadn't done. I hadn't disconnected the seat belt. Let me get that. Okay, so to take the seat belt off, we're gonna look down here and there is an 18. Let's see if we shed a little light on here. There's an 18 back here that loosens up the seat belt. Then we'll be able to run it back through and go ahead and finish taking the carpet out after we snatch these tabs out. All right, just like that, we got this off. Take and feed this back through. All right, it's all up top. Just drape it here to the side and we're in business. All right, guys, I had to skip a step. It was kind of hard to get them off and hold a camera. I'm doing this by myself. So any type of flat pry bar. I actually used, I think I had this for doing the caulking in my bathroom. Put it up under here, popped it up. There's 4 tabs inside of there. I managed not to break any, so it's a good score for me. You see, so there's 2 on there each side. And once we get this off of here, take and lay these here to the side, roll it up, and you see we have that clip there. We have this clip right here, and we're just going to go ahead and move that clip out of the way. And another one right here. Incredibly hard to do with one hand, but easy enough, no muscle strength at all. And with that being done, we can fold the seat up the rest of the way. All right, so we've got the bottom side of the chair. All right, so to keep this up, guys, especially if you're working by yourself like I am, we have our seat belt from down here. We brought it up here, so I just drug it through, threaded it through this hole, tied it around my middle headrest back there, and I have all this area to work right now. So we're going to move with putting the flat bar in there now. Okay, a couple quick things. I decided I wanted to mount it higher up on here. I just think I'm gonna have some issues. I think I'm gonna have some issues with this lip right here if I don't mount it higher. So what I did, take the seat off, pretty simple. We've already had all the clips off. You come right here. This cable here runs to the latch for the seat release. There's a slit in it, right? Let's see if we can get in there. We can't get in there. Anyway, just turn this to the side and it slips right out of there and we're good to go. The only other thing was there's a plastic cover that encases this for trim. Simple pop off and we're good to go. Seat is super easy to come out. It just slips on one complete piece. So again, we're going to mount our flat bar up here, and I envision it. I envision the lock sitting somewhere just before the edge of it, but again, we want to mount it higher up so we miss all this right here.
All right, pretty simple step here. We've measured and decided where the wall lock's going. My uncle is drilling the holes to bring the bolts up right here. So after doing our own R&D, we decided to add another flat bar to this, which means we have a total of 4 bolts holding it together. We just simply drilled through the wall lock and added 2 more bolt holes to the seat pans, and we're good to go. So you'll see here we have an additional set of holes. We kind of misjudged this, but we were also fighting against the curvature of the seat pans with the lip on the bottom of the seats, and we got it just right, so it's in there safe and sound now. My uncle has like seemingly endless tools, but he was adamant about completing this portion of the job with an adjustable wrench and a pair of slip pliers. Go figure. I apologize for not getting any footage of taking the seat out or putting the seat on. Again, it's quite simple. It slides on and off as long as the clips aren't on there. Real big no-brainer, but again, I am sorry because it is a step that I left out. Four very small incisions here into the carpet to allow the bolts to pass through to bolt into the back of the wall lock. We put washers here to try to prevent it from tearing any further.
I need to tighten them bolts up before I do that.
We didn't leave this latch looking like this. We just kind of rushed over. If you can see the next clip, it's fixed.
Oh yeah, that's pretty work right there.
Huge shout out to our sponsors, TechX Pro, providing these targets. They've made a lot of our videos possible by providing us targets. These have high vis targets, so if I'm 100 yards away from the truck, I have no problem identifying what I got, not having to go to a any type of magnified lens for that. So guys, I appreciate it. Go check them out. Hey everybody, Andrew from Pew Brothers here. It's raining, we've been training. Hope you enjoyed the video on the wall lock by Hornady and my adaptation for the F-150. It's been a great year for Pew Brothers. Look forward to giving you more content in 2021. As always, plink responsibly.